Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are here for some more Fruits Basket, this being the 21st episode of the second season. Once again, I do want to apologize for this being out later than normal. I try to get out the Fruits Basket reactions on Monday just as quick as I can, but I just had so many errands I was running, earlier, just running around, and I was only able to get to God of High School, and I'm kind of upset about that because I'm hearing, like, really, really good things about this episode. I mean, I love pretty much every episode of Fruits Basket. I've been hearing, in particular, like really good things about this episode, so I've had to wait on it all day. But I guess all that matters is that we're here now, and that I can sit down here and watch the episode. So I really don't want to waste any more time. We're gonna see what we have with this one, guys. We're hopping into it. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're gonna get right into it in 3, 2, 1, play. The estate here. Oh, it's going to be some Yuki backstory, which, yeah, from the previous episode, it really seemed like that's where they were kind of going, like, for this episode, potentially. So you're worried about what the family head thinks instead of just your kid being sick? Okay. Priorities, right? Huh. Describable bond between the god and the zodiacs. Obviously, sickly. He's sick. He's sick. Young Akito. That music instantly. That look though. Akito don't even look all that bad. Like young Akito actually looks adorable. I will say that, but instant tears. Oh damn. The complete opposite things he was saying there. The bond between them. Now is it actually with the Zodiacs or is it because that's what Yuki wanted to be loved or just wanted someone close to him, to him or wow. So like at that young, you see how young they are there? That's and Akito don't even seem all that bad there. You know what I'm saying? So, but see, it might be a mixture of the two actually. When I think about it, like it might be a mixture of like okay, the zodiac bond, right? The bond between the god and the zodiacs, and it could be Yuki wanting to just have someone that accepts him, in this moment here, because obviously we saw little glimpses of obviously how Yuki was treated, by Akito, but you know, Yuki probably just wanted to, feel like he belonged, or right, that he had someone he could go to, a friend, or whatever the case may be, right? So I feel like it's a mixture of those two things. This is what I was talking about, though, man. If this is what this whole episode is gonna be focused on, like young Yuki backstory, like the previous episode, there wasn't really anything that really got me crazy emotional. And with how Fruits Basket goes, the episode that follows that will probably destroy you. And I can already say this probably will, or it's just gonna get me emotional or pissed off or whatever the case may be. Like what his mother said there at the beginning, which I know she's kind of starting to change. We're starting to kind of see that, but she's more worried about what the family had, what Akito thinks, about Yuki in terms of him, like him being sick and all that, than just him actually being sick. Like your kid's sick. Hello, like that's the least of your worries. Seriously. Okay. And this is when Akito was kind of, well, they were, I guess, both learning about what maybe the Zodiac stuff was all about. Makes sense. You're a kid. Don't question any. Akito had tantrums, but they were. Yeah, it's like even that seems different than. Recall Akito crying. Ooh. Okay, so this goes back like that far. So something must have happened to Akito where the tantrums just got like how we see them now, like one day. So one something changed that. And this probably all went on to Yuki, a lot of this. Especially how close Akito was the only person he spent time with, so dude, it was literally like the flip of a switch where everything changed. The god. See how everything just changed like that? It has to be the whole god thing that was ingrained into Akito. Like whoever raised Akito and put this into Akito's head, I feel like is what's behind it. Why Akito started getting like that. Oh, we got a lot of the oh, when they were younger. Look at young Haru though. Look at we I don't think we have all of them here cuz obviously there's the age differences, but you didn't want to reach out to any of the other zodiacs. Kyo. Kyo. Kyo's just standing there like while everyone's inside, Kyo's like, aw. To be greeted like that though. To be greeted like that though. And all Yuki was trying to do was reach out and probably have a conversation or I don't know, maybe be friends or something. But like y'all had to remind us of just how terrible his parents were. Like so this was all just pushed onto Yuki. And then when this is ingrained into you at such a young age, that it's mind blowing to me how Yuki is even pushing forward in the current, in the present, like with all this. Started to believe it, yeah. Especially when you're told that by everyone, and you hear that every day. Ayame, Ayame. Yeah, to any other normal parents, your parents would be saw as like bottom of the barrel, like trash. Like Kyo, Momiji, Haru. Just seeing them when they're younger, man. Though. Oh, is that Kagura too? That's what he wanted, man. That's what he longed for. Just stuff like that right there. And seeing the other Zodiacs like that, like. You had to throw in that bit in there though. Like, doesn't it suck always being alone? Like, let's play. Like, aw. I feel like they don't like really mean it though. Like, for some reason. Like, I feel like they're just gonna be little asshole kids. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm just wrong. Aw. No, yeah, it's something definitely about to happen here. Okay, so it lasted for a bit. Oh, so, and that's ironic because Tohru is just a normal human, right? There's other normal humans that know you and accept you for who you are now. Right? We know this in the present. You didn't want to lose that, holding on to that. You wanted to hold on to that so much. Damn, those are the same friends. Oh, where's Cosmo at? I heard him say Cosmo like Shisho. What a coincidence, though. In the hat. Oh, there he is. Parents who would embrace me. A home. Bro, this music, man. This fucking music, dude. He just wanted to be a friend with Kyo this whole time. That's what it was, yeah. Yeah. That too. I yearned for it. Parents, you know, friends. He probably, feels like he wants to die or wanted to at this point. They're on a trip. Literally, like, terrible. I know we've said it. It's just the worst of the worst parents. Like, bottom of the barrel, man. Like, just so fucked up. This is so ironic though because we know how Haru feels about him now. Like it's just, but where this all started or where this all came from is just, like I said, it's mind blowing to just see where Yuki is now and where he's going. Like how just strong of a character he is, man. How strong of a person he is. Just the whole origin of the hat too, like you're going fully into it. But he wants to know more. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh my god. The first time I'd ever be useful is if I killed myself. Bro, I can't. I can't, dog. Like a what? Like a flash of inspiration, dude. This music too, man. The way they're using the music in this episode. Tohru, Tohru. Oh my gosh. Wait, is this Kyoko? Yeah. Oh my gosh, Kyoko. Oh my god, Kyoko. Perfect description though. Scary, 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 yo. Oh my god. Yuki like shit, we better find her, right? He ran right past her though. Yes, there are. There are. Kyoko is one of them, obviously. Dude, how this all she's still there. But the hat came from Kyo. You know, Yuki, the boy in the hat, finds Tohru, who was lost. How that all ties together. Oh my gosh, man. Right. Aw. How could you run away from that, right? Like how could you run away from that? Just lead her to him. He would stop, leading her where, showing her the way. Yuki wanted this. This is what he wanted. He's never felt this before, probably, right at this time, right? There it is. There it is. How it all, like, the hat came, it was initially Kyo's, it came from Kyo. Like, dude, how that all, like, ties together, how it all happened is so beautiful, man. Oh, I wanted to be useful, I wanted someone to depend on me. Oh, dude. If he didn't have this moment right here, he was probably gonna kill himself, like legitimately. Like if Straight chills, dude. Oh, okay, so this is where we left off at the end of the previous episode, and they kind of put this in the middle of all that. Okay. Look who he talking to about this all, though. Kakuru, man. My boy. Same hat. But she holds on to the hat as like and it's just crazy that the hat is Kyo's though, like originally, right? Like initially, like, but how it got passed on from one to the other to Tohru in the end. Oh, dude, I wanted him to like me, dude. That's just, bro. Oh, she appeared before the hopeless me once again. His voice, the fluctuation in his voice, you can just hear the sadness, dude. You can just hear like the what he wanted this whole time, no matter what. She's beloved to me like a mother. So that's what it was. That's what it was that he was saying. Rin, wanted the same thing, or that he and Rin were the same. Rin wanted that, but see, like, oh, dude. First off, man, that what he said about Kyo, like just wanting to be friends with him, and for him wanting Kyo to like him. This just how the three of them like kind of interconnect, right? Just like especially with the hat. That shit is just, man. I'm just at a loss of words, dude. This this is definitely one of the best episodes of the series, man. If not the best, like one of the best for sure. It's like probably top 3, top 5 episodes. 100%, dude. That shit was just so fucking powerful. And how you, like, it is just, I know I keep saying, but it is mind blowing to me how Yuki has even got to this point now. You know what I'm saying? Like, how he is the person he is today and where he's going to go in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is just incredible how he was able to overcome that, Like, if that whole thing with Tohru, like in just that kind of flash of inspiration that he had in just how Tohru was following him, like that's what he wanted to be dependent on, in that moment. Like if that didn't happen, this poor boy, just who had all this put onto him, right? Terrible parents, Akito, which when they go into that, whatever happened with Akito, that thing, right? That changed Akito, and I think it has something to probably to do with like the god stuff, right? Like the whole god thing was probably just ingrained into Akito. It's just like there probably is something else, like a bigger event that happened, that made Akito just like literally flip a switch. Essentially, we saw it. I mean, but what Akito put on Yuki, what was ingrained into Yuki by Akito especially, but then just like his parents and just others, and it is just incredible how this man was able to just persevere, you know. Obviously there's people there that, like Tohru especially, you know, like he said, that was like the mother, you know, he loves her like a mother. That's what it is. And here's the thing, if you guys go back to my other reactions, you know, if you guys go back to my later reactions, I don't know if it was season 1, I don't even know if my season 1 reactions are still up on the channel, like for copyright reasons and all that. They might be. I think they are. But I've talked about this, I think even in season 2. Like, Tohru in many scenes has just had this motherly presence, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's just had this whole motherly vibe going around about her. Like, not even really to Yuki, I would say to Yuki, but especially for some of the other characters too, like Momoji and Kisa, and I mean, there's a lot of characters in here where Tohru has felt like a mother. And so this makes sense. And even with, I feel like, them kind of teasing or foreshadowing that potentially something might be there with Yuki and Machi, right? They've subtly done that. I would feel like that's definitely where they're going to go with that sometime in the future. So this makes sense. It does make sense. It's just, I can understand, though, why Yuki would not want to talk about this to Tohru yet, because they're around the same age. So, you know, Tohru's going to accept it, whatever it is, to come from Yuki. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if Tohru heard that, like, it just, any normal person, Tohru is a special case. Obviously, she would accept that if Yuki came to her and said that to her, you know? But they're around the same age. So if Yuki was to go to Tohru and be like, you're like, I love you like a mother, like a confession type of scene, I love you like a mother, any normal random person would probably be put off or maybe weirded out by it. But this is Tohru we're talking about, you know. But, I mean, still Tohru might even have a certain reaction or a different reaction, you know what I'm saying? We don't know. But that's still beautiful, man. Just that dynamic and just that, what Yuki has always wanted, everything, right? Tohru has gave him, right? And has been there for him. And it's just so fucking beautiful, man. I don't know what else to say. I know I keep saying the same things probably, but I really don't know what else to say. I mean, the stuff with Kyo, that dude, and we talked about this many times too, like with Kyo and Yuki and how they have things about each other that, you know, ironically, you know, both of them want from each other. It's just, especially with that trio, and probably what we're going to get more so even with Tohru, I feel like, because obviously we saw, what was it, an episode or two ago, in other episodes, where we saw Tohru has a lot deep down in her that has, you know, the box has yet to be, you know, the lid has yet to be really opened on that. So it's just such, you know, a dynamic thing with the three of them, especially, but a lot of the characters in this series, obviously, like Akito and just so many characters, and that's what this series is just so freaking good at, man. It's just masterful at, is just these character dynamics, these bonds, you know, individually when they're together. It's just, I could go on and on and on about it. You guys know what it is, though, but this episode, man, I mean, I knew it, dude. After the previous episode, like, you know, this is just the formula for Fruits Basket. Like, when we have an episode like we had in the previous episode, where at least for me, I didn't get really all that emotional really at all. You know, the next one is going to just kill you, man. And this one, like, just, like, he's such a strong character, man. He is such a strong character. And he's one of the strongest characters I've ever seen, to be honest. And I'm not even, obviously I'm not talking physically. I'm just talking mentally. Like, deep down, you know, in his heart, like, he is such a strong-willed individual character. Like, there's so many people that have been through this same kind of stuff, I feel like, definitely, like, extreme, probably even more extreme from this, and unfortunately and sadly have probably taken their own lives, you know, and there are people that have, you know, been through it, like Yuki, and are really strong individuals, but, you know, a lot of kids, a lot of teens, or whatever age they may be, don't make it through this kind of stuff. It's serious. It's very serious, dude. And, you know, this is the kind of stuff you gotta you have to talk about this. You have to tackle this subject. You know, it's just, It's tough, man. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot to get into, but I feel like this kind of addresses it and sheds really necessary light, good light on it, for sure. That there is hope for you, that there are people out there for you, that there are people out there who care for you and accept you and understand you and see you for the person that you are, right? Like, not everything is dark, not everyone is bad, not every parent, there's good parents out there, just everything, man. I could go on and on about it. This is just deep. This is just tough, man. This is just, I don't know what else to say, guys. Honestly, my heart is just all over the place right now, if you can't tell. But this episode, one of the best episodes of the series. I know I said it already, but this is one of the best episodes of the series. If not, I'm not gonna say it's my favorite episode of the series. That doesn't even matter though. But this definitely like top 3 episode in the series, 100%, man. I feel like by the end of the series, like once the lid comes off with Tohru, I feel like that's gonna be in my top 3. The episode with Kyo and Tohru, that's probably my top 3, and then this one, top 3. So it's ironic that by the end of the series, I'm probably gonna be saying that 3 of my favorite episodes in the series are from each of the 3 of them, individually. That's how I feel it's gonna go. But because I feel like there's the Kyo episode with Tohru is one of them. Well, there's lots of those episodes, but I think you guys know what episode I mean. But then this episode, probably like top Yuki episode for me. So when the stuff comes with Tohru, when we get into that, that may be my 3rd favorite. That's probably like my top 3. But such a beautiful series, man. Such a beautiful episode all around. I have nothing else to say, guys. I hope you all enjoyed my reaction. I wish I could have watched this earlier, to be honest. I had to wait all day for this, dude. It's probably better that it's late at night and I watched this rather than this earlier, before I had to go into work. Because if I had watched this before I went into work, I just would have been just like, I would have been playing like Marvin's Room all night in my car or something, like, or I don't even know what I would have been playing. What am I saying now? I need to get out of here, guys, dude. Let me know what y'all thought of this episode. Oh man, if you guys did enjoy the reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'm happy we could leave this off in a laughing note at least. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.